Have you ever chased a career goal, let's say a promotion, a new job, or even a full-on pivot, only to get there and feel maybe like a little bit underwhelmed or like, is this all there is? Well, you're not alone. The truth is that goals and outcomes aren't the same thing. So, goals are the steps that you take to get somewhere. Outcomes are how you feel once you get there. And when the two aren't aligned, success can feel sort of empty. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the distinction between the two. I'm going to share some examples and I'm going to show you how to get your goals to align with your outcomes so that you feel really, really great about where you're at. Hi, I'm Laverne McKinnon and welcome to the Moonshot Mentor community. If you're navigating a career transition, whether you're stepping up, getting started, or making a pivot, you're in the right place. I am a career strategist and a grief coach, and I love to help people going through career changes sort through all of the noise, spiritually, strategically, and tactically, so you can make the moves that actually feel like they resonate for you and are aligned with what's most important to you. There is never any need to go it alone, so I would love to help you find your next move together. Now, and if you enjoy this video, remember to subscribe to my channel for weekly videos, and they're going to cover all kinds of career moves. Okay, let's jump in. Goals and outcomes go together like peanut butter and jelly, popcorn and butter, mustard and mayonnaise. Now, you may not be with me on that last one, but I tell you, mustard and mayonnaise, so delicious, especially with French fries. One without the other, it just doesn't quite work. And they might leave you feeling sort of like you're spinning your wheels, not clear if you're actually making any progress in your career. Maybe you just feel like you're checking off boxes. A goal on its own is isolated and can lose direction easily. But if you pair it with an outcome, you have motivation, inspiration, and drive. Now, an outcome on its own, it sort of just like putters along, and every once in a while you might sputter along and a fit and a start. But if you give it a goal, now it has gas in the tank. So understanding the difference between the two and learning how to link them together, this is the key to building a career that has momentum and resonance. So I'm going to talk through a couple of key distinctions with you. A goal is concrete and it's measurable. It's the equivalent of plugging an address into Google Maps. It gives you step by step, turn by turn, until you arrive at the destination. An outcome in the Moonshot universe, this isn't universal for everybody, but for Moonshot Mentor people, this is about how you feel once you arrive. So it's not the GPS directions to Venice Beach or whatever. It's the desire to spend the day in the sun, relaxed and carefree. So let me break this down even further in practice. So a goal might be get promoted. The outcome would be to feel valued. A goal might be to find a new job, with the outcome being to feel financially secure. A goal might be to pivot careers with the outcome to be happier. Your goal might be to expand your network, and the outcome would be to feel connected and supported in what you're doing. Another goal, complete a certification, and the outcome is to feel capable and prepared for whatever's coming next in terms of your career or how you want to advance your career. Now here's the rub, because there's always a rub, right? You can get promoted and never feel valued. You can land the job and still feel insecure. You can pivot careers and be unhappy. That's why it's important to make sure that your outcome and your goals are aligned with each other. After all, when peanut butter gets with jelly, it's not just lunch, it's a love story. I once invested a lot of money on a shaman when I was at a crossroads. So after waiting patiently in line at the Viceroy Hotel in a conference room in Santa Monica, I had my chance to meet with this shaman, and I was really excited to, hear this wisdom, right? The shaman said to me, don't go to New York expecting it to be San Francisco. I was so outraged by what I considered his flippant advice, and it cost me a couple $1,000s. It was a huge investment for me. But eventually, I actually got what he was saying, and there was a lot of wisdom in it. If you seek a promotion to feel valued, you're in the wrong city. A promotion can earn you more money, gain you more visibility, increase your responsibilities, but your value cannot be outsourced. It has to come from within. If you're looking to pivot careers to feel happy, You're in the wrong city. Pivoting careers can bring you fulfillment as an expression of your life purpose, but outsourcing your happiness is a recipe for disappointment. Now, on the other hand, if you're completing a certification to feel capable and prepared, you're in the right city. Yay, finally. Why? Because you're not asking the certification to do something that it can't. Certifications are designed to teach and then show you that you do have the knowledge. That knowledge is what gives you confidence. The key here is to craft outcomes that are within your control. Any outcome that relies on other people will eventually frustrate you. You can't make your boss respect you. You can't make your company promote you. But you can set an outcome. I want to stay calm and assertive in difficult conversations. That is yours to own. Here are a few more tips to help you craft outcomes that are going to set you up for success. First is positive framing. Focus on what you do want, not what you don't. So saying something like, I don't want to feel invisible at work, it's going to keep you stuck in invisibility. So you need to reframe it. I want to feel recognized for my contributions. And if you want to go even more powerful, I am recognized for my contributions. You state it as if it's the truth and it's happening. That's how manifestation works. So that small shift in language is going to give you a direction to move toward. The second thing is to make your outcomes specific and sensory. How will you know when you've arrived at your outcome? So you want to anchor it in what you're going to see, hear, and feel. For example, if your outcome is, I want to feel more confident in my role, those markers might be making eye contact in meetings, speaking clearly without rushing, and feeling grounded instead of anxious. The third tip is something that you've heard me talk about over and over again. It's to make your outcomes values-driven. You know that I am a big, big believer in values and using values to guide every single choice that you make. The same is true with outcomes. The best outcomes are rooted in what truly matters to you. So if connection is a core value, then expanding your network isn't just about LinkedIn requests. It's about feeling supported and part of a community. When outcomes are tied to values, they carry staying power, even when goals might be taking longer than what you had expected. When outcomes are positive and values-driven and specific, they stop being these lofty, wishy-washy wishes, and they start to become motivating guides. Once your outcome is well-formed, it's time to put it into motion by turning it into goals. These are those step-by-step action steps that bring it to life. Take this example. So if your outcome is, I want to feel confident at work, a goal could be speak up once in every meeting, take a presentation skills workshop, track weekly wins to build momentum. Let me give you another example. If your outcome is, I want to feel financially secure, a goal could be build a 6-month emergency savings fund, track monthly income and expenses, apply for 3 higher paying roles by the end of the year or within the next 3 months. The outcome is the flavor. The goals are the bread that holds it together. On their own, they're fine, but they don't really satisfy. But when you stack them together, you don't just get progress, you get a career that actually tastes like fulfillment. Bottom line, goals without outcomes can feel empty. Outcomes without goals remain wishes. When you align the two, you don't just achieve milestones, you create a career that feels purposeful, secure, connected, and satisfying. Okay, that's it for today, but before you go, if you want more support to stay motivated and to feel less alone and move through your career transition with strategy and love, join my Substack community. Paid members get exclusive journal prompts, guided meditations, live workshops, and a community of ambitious, driven professionals. It's $5 a month, and I have a very fun workshop coming up in a few weeks on confidence building. Sign up at moonshotmentor.substack.com. A very big thank you to Amanda Kenny for the social media expertise and all of the digital wisdom that she's constantly showering on me, and to Lauren Deacon, who manages the Moonshot Mentor brand and is an organizational and research genius. I would be lost without them. Thank you for spending time with me today. I would be lost without you. So until next week, keep going after your moonshot.